Hello, fam. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Siobhan, and I am one half of Parker's on the Go, and AKA Hey Miss Parker. Um, we are a cruise content creator channel, and we do create a lot of cruise content. I am also a travel advisor. So I wanted to start this series just to give people advice, let them know different aspects of cruising, answer any questions that anyone may have for you friends over on YouTube and Facebook. I do want to let you guys know that I am also live on TikTok, so I will be joining, kind of doing double duty. But if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I will try to get them answered as soon as possible. But yeah, this is going to be my ship to shore live. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the series. And yeah, so we have a voice for a generation here. Thank you for being here on YouTube. I appreciate you, fam. Also, Kristen is here. Kristen said, "Good afternoon. I'll be in the background working and listening. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here." Also, on the go with Yellow. Hey, happy Monday. How are you? And hello to everyone over on TikTok. Kathy B. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate you for joining. We also have Phil and Deej Travel Spree. Thank you, fam. And Cute Mel 6. Hey, happy Monday. Thank you for being here. Brandon will be around in the background as well. So, hey, Barbara, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Parker. Hey. And Lisa Cruise Lover Miller. Hello, how are you? Leanne Travel. Hello, thank you for being here. So, wanted to go ahead and acknowledge everyone in the chat. And once again, I'm going to be trying to do this more often because I do have a lot of clients that have questions, or even friends and family that has questions about cruising. This one today is just going to be about Royal Caribbean Cruise Line and my experiences, and just giving you guys some general information. Whatever questions you may have, go ahead and drop them in the chat. That way I can get them answered for you. We will be here for about an hour. This is a lunchtime chat, so hopefully you guys can get some good information while you're here, and I'll go ahead and get started. And I do want to welcome in Dave from Boston, or Dave Boston. Thanks for joining over on TikTok. Okay, let's get it going. Okay, so welcome to my Ship to Shore Live. My name is Siobhan. I am a travel advisor and cruise specialist, and I am one half of Parker's on the Go. And if you do book with me after today's presentation, you will earn a $50 onboard credit. So I hope you guys would like it. Not so much a presentation, just wanted to try to give you guys some information. Hey, Ernestine. Hey, Auntie. How are you? Thank you for being here. Kathy B said, my first Royal Cruise is coming up with you all in October, and we're excited to have you join us on the Utopia of the Seas. So thank you for joining us on that. Okay. All right, let's see here. I don't know why I won't share. Okay, here we go. All right, so I am a Travel advisor, I definitely want to be able to share my travel with you guys. I have been a travel advisor since 2018 and a content creator since 2021. I've experienced cruising firsthand. We have been on 35 cruises, including Royal Caribbean Carnival, MSC, Margaritaville at Sea, Disney, Virgin, and I'm sure some others. So we do have a little bit of cruise knowledge, and we want to share with you our firsthand experience about cruising. Why is this not working? Of course, it's not working. Sorry, I'm going to do this a cheat way. Present. Here we go. All right. Hey, D, good to be here. Appreciate it. Okay. So the first question is from Lisa, and she wants to know, do you have to have a passport to travel with Royal? And not necessarily, and I'm definitely going to go ahead and answer that one for you. So with Royal, you can travel with not only just a passport. The passport for me is the best method of travel. Just because if you have any incidents or anything that goes on, you want to be able to get back and forth with no problem. You can travel with just a birth certificate and your ID. And more importantly, you guys, by May 17th, I think it is, you have to have an enhanced ID. So, and that's just to even catch flights. So make sure you get those enhanced IDs in as soon as you can. You want to make sure you have that. So with cruise travel, with Royal Caribbean, you can travel with a passport. You can use your birth certificate and ID. Your name has to match. Make sure your name matches on those documents. You can cruise with kids that aren't yours, but most of the time they'll require you to actually have some kind of notarized documentation from the parent if they're under the age of 17. So please keep that in mind. You can also cruise with a visa, and make sure when you're cruising, make sure you pack those documents. You want to make sure you have that information on your body, on your person, because if you put it in your luggage and they take it on the ship, you have to fish down that luggage and get it back and try to get that document, and it's very hard to do. So make sure you have all those documents on your person when you're cruising. The other thing I will also say is that you can cruise with a passport card, but always remember, a passport card and a passport are not the same things. Passport cards only allow you to travel via boats, via ocean. So if you're on a cruise and something happens, the only way you can get back if you have a passport card is again via ocean. And as far as traveling with birth certificates, you can travel with birth certificates, but it has to be a closed loop sailing, meaning the sailing must begin and end in the same place. You cannot cruise with on an open loop sailing. So let's say if they had a repositioning cruise starting in Miami but going to Barcelona, you cannot take that because you only have a birth certificate. It has to begin and end in the same place. And I hope that helped. So is cruising is more affordable than you think, and a lot of people do have questions about cruising and just the affordability factor. I will say that cruising is not as great as it has been in the past in the past. Okay, so pre the vid, cruising was a little bit more affordable, and it's not. Cruise lines just, it's not what it used to be. Okay, so usually the normal budget for cruising right now is between 75 to $100 per night, and for luxury cruising you're looking at 250 and upwards per night. So with the budget you can get, your comfortable room. Okay, a comfortable room. You can get basic dining and your core activities, and then with luxury cruising you will get some upgraded perks. You will get some um some specialty areas that you can only enter because you have that. So make sure you keep that information in mind. So, what is included with your Royal Caribbean cruise ticket price? So, what is included? Your ship accommodations, meaning your cabin, your stateroom. Ocean transportation, meaning your transportation to and from different ports. Most of your meals on board, and I will say most. Some beverages, which is usually going to be a coffee, a tea, a juice, or water, and water from the actual machine, not water in your cabin. Okay, water in your cabin, you're gonna have to pay separate for. And most of the entertainment on board, all of that stuff is included. And I just want to take a pause and say thank you for 30 people being here. I appreciate you guys watching. And thank you for the 3 people over on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Kevin, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you so much. So what's not included? Well, there's a list of things not included on a Royal Caribbean cruise. So specialty dining, which would be more like your chops, your Jamie's, your hibachi restaurant, all different kind of things depending on the ship are not included, as that will be specialty dining. So you would definitely have to purchase that, and I would suggest purchasing it in advance. And Royal Caribbean really does good about having sales, so make sure you watch for those sales notifications on their specialty dining. Your spa and salon services, those are not included. Any gambling that you do on board. Unfortunately, I wish there was a perk you can get for gambling on board, but there's not. So no gambling. The art auctions are not included. Any gift shop purchases that you make, shore excursions, any pictures that you take with their photographers, not included. Your arcade, medical services, your internet is extra, and your transfers, unless you buy the Air and Sea packages, not included, and then the laundry and the laundry service is not included. Also, please be aware that your gratuities, we'll get into that in just a little bit, but gratuities, any of your alcoholic beverages, Virgin is one of the cruise lines that offer drink packages. So keep that in mind. And then some of your non-alcoholic beverages, like your specialty coffee, some of them do have like Starbucks on board. So any kind of your specialty coffee, smoothies, stuff like that, all that stuff will be extra. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you. I see you, TJ. Thank you, Nikki, for being here. Thank you so much. Good information about the enhanced ID in general. Set reminder phone. Thanks, fam. Appreciate it. And Travel Vibes with Angel. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. TJ's Destination, Kathy B. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, Brandon. I appreciate you. Sig the Solo Cruiser. Lisa said great info. Alicia is here and also cruising with Calandria. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you guys. Let's see. Woo! That was a lot of information and very important. We need a lot. We spent a lot back in 2026. Yes, and cruising is completely different. So just a reminder, there's a lot of different cruise lines out there, and you're going to get different information for each one. So I wanted this is the reason why I wanted to try to do this, is try to do like a breakdown of each cruise line, or maybe if we have a particular ship that we've cruised on recently, we could kind of give you our firsthand experiences along the way. That way you can be informed when you're getting ready to book, because a lot of these cruise lines, people think just because they book the cruise, they don't have to come out money for extra things, which is not true. It is not true. Milk or Thrash, thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. So we are not all-inclusive people. We love cruising. That's what we've done. So I kind of did like a comparison just to show you guys the difference between Royal Caribbean and all-inclusives. So with Royal Caribbean, you do get a variety of onboard activities included. You get multiple dining options. You can hop destinations, structured itineraries, which some people like structure, and you can also go and do your own thing. And then the other thing is the drink pricing. So that's one thing that you may not get on an all-inclusive, which I understand that all-inclusives, most of the times they do include your drinks and meals. So that's one thing you do need to be particular about when booking Royal Caribbean, is their drink package, and that does kind of fluctuate. So just be in mind with that. With the all-inclusive, you're more one destination. You're in in a relaxed atmosphere. If you want to do extra things like short excursion and stuff, of course you have to do the extra with cruises too, but you have to think about how you're going to get there, transportation and all that stuff. With cruise lines, you most of the time you can book it with that cruise line and they'll take care of all that stuff for you. You will have like resort amenity access, and then it's less of a structured itinerary. For us, I think we really like the cruising aspect, because for me, just being able to have all that entertainment on board, I don't have to worry about food. I don't have to buy upgraded dining if I don't want. And we can actually get more than one destination in at one time, more bang for my buck. That's one of the things that I really, really love about cruising. So, and Royal Caribbean does that with really great ports. So if you are thinking about cruising, that's one of my top reasons for wanting to cruise. So cabin types, your home at sea. How do you choose the right cabin type for you? It's hard to say. We used to be the type of people who's like, we got to have an ocean view, a balcony. I don't want to do an interior. Interior cabins, okay, they are budget friendly. They may not have a window, but you do get the best sleep of your life. They get dark, real dark, nice and cozy. I love a good budget friendly interior cabin, and a reason why I love it most of all is because it is financially sound. You are going to save the most money. And if you're the type of person that likes to go out and explore, you're not going to spend a lot of money on you're not going to spend a lot of time in the cabin anyway. If you're all about being out and being active on the ship, you're not spending that time. So actually being in an interior cabin would work for you. If you just want somewhere to lay your head and the rest of the time you're going to party, an interior cabin is for you. Or if you just want to get that best sleep of your life, an interior cabin is for you. Um, Also, ocean view cabins. Now, the ocean view for me is the best of both worlds. I do like to see when you coming up the port. I like to see the ocean waves. Sometimes even in a balcony cabin, I like to sit outside at night and just listen to the waves and the ambiance of the sea. So those two are the best of both worlds. But you also get, with the ocean view, you get that mid range. You get that in between, not the cheapest cabin, but not the most expensive cabin. We have not been able to sell in a suite yet, but we're gonna speak that into existence. Suite life is coming for us, okay? But even with on Royal Caribbean, the suites are different. As you can see in the picture, the suites are completely different. They are not the same as they used to be. These suites have slides in them. They have playstations in them. They have different, different family style suites. They have things that you can actually do to make your experience more enjoyable for not just you, but for your family as well. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. If you guys would not mind just giving me a thumbs up or in the chat, that will be so greatly appreciated. So this is a side by side. Let me see if I can get it to play. A representation of what a cabin looks like. So this is more of a upgraded cabin versus an interior cabin on an older Royal Caribbean ship. And thank you guys for joining us over here on TikTok. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them. And please like this stream and go ahead and share it out so we can get more people in. I would greatly appreciate that. Mhm, mhm. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Shopping makes sense. So I'm actually showing them our representation of what an interior versus what a interior cabin versus a more upgraded cabin looks like. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. So that is what a interior versus versus a more upgraded cabin looks like. So let's see here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for the hearts, for the roses. Let's see. On the go Yola said, I want that sweet life. I want the sweet life too. Okay. If you've had a cruise, a suite on a cruise, go ahead and drop it in the chat and let us know at what cruise line you had it on, because I definitely want to get in that sweet life as well. Leanne's Travel said Ocean View cabins are definitely the best of both worlds, especially when selling from New York City during colder months. And you know what? Yeah, because if you want that balcony, but you don't want to be outside in the cold, that Ocean View is the best. And also, an interior cabin kind of forces you to get outside and enjoy more of the ship. So, um, thank you guys so much. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate on you, but please let me know if you have any questions. Please go ahead and drop the questions. I'll answer them for you. Let's see here. Mickey's Adventures, happy Monday. Thank you for being here. So Royal Caribbean is more than just a ship. It's not only a ship, it is a floating playground. Okay. On the newer ships like the Icon, like Wonder of the Seas, even down to Oasis of the Seas, you're getting more bang for your buck. Okay. They are giving you more entertainment options. They're giving you more things to do with your kids. They're giving you more things to do with your spouse. If you're going by yourself, they have more entertainment options for you. It doesn't matter. It is very much a multi-generational cruise. So make sure that when you're going, make sure you pick the right ship. That's one thing I will say about cruising. Pick the right ship for you. If you know you don't want all the flair that comes with these bigger ships, pick an older ship. You're going to get less of that and more of the entertainment value. If you are a go-getter, if you are a venturer, if you are someone who is looking for the ultimate thrill, the rush of always having something to do, me, you will definitely want to pick one of the bigger ships. But different things that they offer are rock climbing, flow rider. You can go to the spa and relax. They have different kind of entertainment. So the options are there for you. The options are there for your family. Make sure you tap in and pick the right ship that's right for you. So what would you pack? What do you pack when going on a cruise? I'm going to tell you, I am the classic overpacker. Okay, don't I can't give you the correct advice on what to pack because I'm going to pack everything. But I'm going to tell you what Royal suggests that you pack. Okay. So for daytime, you can pack shorts, t-shirts, and swimwear and make sure you're comfortable. That's one thing I will say. When you're on these cruises, pack comfortably. And honestly, people don't really care. People don't care. They don't care what you're wearing. They don't care what you look like. Now, pack more than one outfit, but don't just pack. Just think about what it's going to be. You pack what's comfortable for you. If you are a style icon, a fashionista, and you got to have a different outfit and different shoes and earrings and all that stuff every single day, you pack what's comfortable for you. Most of us get along on jeans and t-shirts. Okay, you're on vacation. You vacation your way. It's your vacation your way. Don't go on a don't overextend yourself. Okay, to go on cruises and you are in to be something you're not. When you're cruising, cruise a way that is best for you and cruise what makes you the most comfortable. Um, I will say for evening wear, I always pack some type of jacket or sweater because the temperature on these cruises get different. Okay. So it's sometimes it tends to get cooler on the ship. So I definitely will pack for cooler weather. Um, Once again, pack layers, pack different look, pack something for like they have fancy night is what I call it. But most of the time back in the day, they called it captain's dinner. Uh, make sure you pack for that because there will be opportunities for you to take pictures if there's something that you want or something that you need. Alicia says, don't forget the sunscreen. Very important. You're right. Do not forget the sunscreen. You want to make sure that you are also protecting your skin. So sunscreen is very important. My husband is one, we love to cruise, but also he is allergic to the sun. Okay. Okay. So we have to make sure we pack the proper sunscreen and we have to make sure he reapplies all the time. So definitely go ahead and make sure you have your proper essentials packed. Make sure you have your medicines packed. If you need medical care, medicines on a daily basis, make sure you have that stuff packed. Make sure you have cash packed. Okay. And I'm saying cash because you're not only going to want to have money to spend in ports, you're also going to want to tip your porters. You may want to, have that cabin steward or that crew member that does something a little bit extra for you, and you may want to leave them a tip. So make sure that you pack for that. If you are going on an excursion, a lot of the times packing cash is the best way to do that. So these different ports, they will take the American dollar. It is very strong in a lot of these countries. So if you pack some extra cash, you'll be good to go. Yeah, absolutely. You can jump in. Okay. He doesn't want to jump in, but he wants to talk.
Like your Benadryls and your cough medicines and all that stuff. Bring travel size, or your aspirins, your Tylenol, bring travel sizes.
Yes.
Because don't forget that stuff, because if you get on the ship and you need that stuff, it's very expensive.
Yes, and he is correct. Make sure you have that travel size medication, because on this ship, and if you need more of that over the counter stuff, that's fine. But I also kind of keep an emergency kit for myself. Cold medicine, cough drops, Benadryl. We want to make sure you have something for nausea, just in case you get seasick. Have that stuff available to you, because on the ship they mark it up 3 to 4 times more than the regular price. And if it's something easy for you to buy and just keep a kit for yourself and pack. So Ron Wilkes, thank you for being here. We appreciate you, fam. Good to see you. And Kathy, we have not been on a Jubilee yet, but Carnival is coming up, so we will definitely have a live about Carnival. Believe me, we're going to talk about Carnival. Vacation your way. Yep, your vacation your way. That's right. Yeah, we love to say that, because we're not the typical vacationers. Okay, so we want to make sure that we put that out there. You don't have to. There's nobody to impress. So welcome in, Lita Shay. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Feeling these travel spree. I think I already spoke to you, but welcome in. And once again, if you guys have questions over on TikTok, please feel free to drop them. And I appreciate all the members of Parkers on the Go. We appreciate you guys being here today as well. Hey, MH Family Adventures, thank you for being here. Don't forget to know the correct back on board times. That is correct. Okay, so that's one thing we will say that we definitely experienced on Royal Caribbean and on all the cruise lines, but especially Royal Caribbean and Virgin. Okay, Virgin is very different, and I know we've talked about them already, but this can align to all of the cruise lines. Some of the cruise lines will change their ship time to the port times. So make sure that you are in alignment with that ship and what time you need to be back on. So you do not want to become a pier runner. So whatever the destination time is, make sure you know what time you need to be back on ship, especially if you're booking your own shore excursions. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you're getting back late, or you have a visit to Senor Frogs and you have 1 or 2 drinks too many. You want to make sure that you can get back to the ship on time and that you are not a pier runner, because I'm going to be recording you. I'm just going to tell you. If I see you, I'm going to record you. That's right. Alicia said your motion sickness patches. Wallace Travels, hello. Thank you for being here. Philly D, thank you for being here over on TikTok. They want to know what has been your favorite royal ship and why? Except Icon. What separates it from others? So I think our favorite royal ship would have to, my favorite is Wonder of the Seas. And then second favorite is Mariner. The reason being is because Wonder of the Seas has that big ship feel, and it's not too big. It is the best of the Oasis class and the Icon class, if that makes sense. And I feel like it's something that is more explorable without you being overwhelmed. They have a lot to offer, and you can definitely make a vacation out of it with your family without feeling like you are just overwhelmed and overexerting yourself. For us, also, Mariner is our favorite. Not only was Mariner our first ever Royal Caribbean ship, but also we did our group cruise on that last year. And for us, Mariner really sticks out because it gives you that personal homey vibe. Like I feel like you have your playmakers, which is my husband's favorite. You guys, for you guys that know, they have the wings there. You get multiple dining options. You do have activities that you can do, and you don't feel like you're overwhelmed. So that is the reason why I like those two ships the most. And you get to experience a lot. You get to experience a lot if I do that. The Royal costs more than Carnival. For Miss Tammy's. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. No, I'm going to tell you all these cruise lines now are probably about the same price. There is not one that's less than others. Carnival is getting up there. Like Carnival is definitely in the running with being almost neck and neck with Royal. And there's been times that I have caught a better deal on Royal than I could find on Carnival. So it's about timing. It's about when you book. I would definitely say book when they have promotions and sales, but also book the earlier you book, the better price you're going to get. Long gone are the days of, well, I can book 30 days or 15 days before the cruise and get the best price because they're going to offer last minute deals. That's not the case anymore. We're not in those days and times anymore. The earlier you book, the better.
Sorry. So probably the most budget friendly cruise line at this moment is MSC.
MSC will probably be your most budget friendly cruise line. Absolutely. Thank you for the question, Tammy. I appreciate it. And Phil and D, thank you so much. Miss Kathy B said, yes, I packed my meds. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Thank you for being here. We're talking all about Royal Caribbean today. Thank you for being here over on the TikTok. Want to go with Yola says, yep, we pack a medical travel kit and it never gets unpacked. I just check expiration dates every so often. Yep. And oh yeah, Band-Aids too. I know when we first started cruising, I was running up some Band-Aids. Make sure you put those in there as well. Mel 6 says, I always pack peppermints, peppermint tea, ginger chews, and ginger chews just in case of nausea. Yes. That's very important. Dramamine, but also those natural remedies too. And on some of the ships, I have found peppermint tea. So if that is something that you like, some of the ships will have peppermint tea. Alicia said, that's right. You never know. That's correct. Travel CEO Tribe, thank you for being here. Hello. All right, so Savvy Boy just said Crocs and any other non-skid shoes, especially for the pool deck. I seen too many slip and falls among adults in the areas being cute. That part. And Crocs are good, but make sure they got grip on them. Okay? Because we get these Crocs that we break in and they comfortable. They real comfortable, and you forget, and you get on these decks, and they are slippery. You going down either way. So yes, pack your Crocs, but make sure your Crocs got grip on them. Okay. Hey, Edna's World, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Big Mirth Life. Hey, thank you for being here. Happy Monday. So, some of the adult only areas on Royal has changed just a bit. This is our adult only area, the adult, not ours. I wish it was ours, but this is the adult only area on Royal that we experienced when we were on. Yeah. All right, so that is Hideaway on the Icon of the Seas, and Royal's kind of shifting the way that they're doing their adults only area. So they did have, was it Serenity? the Serenity at the front, and most of the ships do have a Serenity area that's adults only. But on Icon, they did something a little bit different. They kind of included it with the the active areas, so like where Thrill and Chill Island is. I really enjoyed that, and I think they did that on the bigger ships because they're starting to get towards more like the Aquadome and more of the show type areas. They took those areas from the back of the ship and put them in the front. So I'm trying to figure out if I like that, but they do have their adults only area, which makes it pretty fun. The Hideaway was by far my favorite adult area on Royal. Agreed. Agreed. I liked Hideaway too. I wish I got to spend more time there, but we were in work mode, so you know how that goes. So dining options. So you do have some different dining options on Royal. Once again, I think one of our favorite paid dining option is Playmakers. And Playmakers, even though it's a paid option, is super inexpensive. Like, how many wings did we get? Do you remember? It was like you could get 50 wings for like $24 or something like that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Like, it's the most inexpensive. And it's more like Playmakers is a sports bar. So if you're looking for that area of the ship to go and watch sports, go have that bar food like wings, fries, burgers, chicken sandwiches. They have something called a buffalo chicken tornado, which is basically like a buffalo chicken almost egg roll. Really, really good. That's the place you will go. You also have your main dining room, which is free. It's not a expense area. It's something that is included with your fare. And then you also have other places like Chops Grill, which is very, very good. Jamie's Kitchen, which is amazing. I love Jamie's Kitchen. And then we have the Bonsai Teppanyaki. Jamie's Italian. Jamie's is an Italian food. So so there's definitely different kind of cruise options as far as food and dining options on Royal that you can take advantage of, whether paid or not. But there are a few I would suggest you go ahead and just pay the extra for. It's very much worth it. And I think Playmakers is going to be my favorite one. So thank you for 50 people being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you for attending, you guys being here over here on the TikTok side. So what kind of activities do we have for the kids? Listen, I know a lot of us don't want to talk about it, but some of us need to. If you're taking your kids on vacation, Adventure Ocean is the place that you take them. Now they go from the babies 6 months, I think it's 2 years up to 17. So once they turn 18, they age out of the program, but they have different activities, creative studios, activity zones, tech labs, storytelling nooks. The teens kind of do their own thing. They have different times that it's open. So just make sure you check with each ship and see when they're open. But they do have places if you just want to have that alone time where kids can be kids with other kids, and they have the services don't cost anything unless they offer extra hours, after hour services, and then you may have to pay a little fee. But yeah, the Adventure Ocean is a great activity station or babysitting service, I guess we can call it, for Royal. So shore excursions. We are the type of people, unless we have like onboard credit, we really don't book ships shore excursions, mainly because we like to get back into the local economy of where we are. So we like to book local. But if you are that type of person and you're looking for a shore excursion, and you want to stay on the cruise ship, then Royal Shore Excursions is definitely a place to look. 3-year-olds in Royal and other lines, Carnival starts at 2. Okay, thank you so much for that, Phil. 3 years. I don't have any babies. Phil does. So if you are looking for other travel content creators, please check out Phil and Dee's Travel Spree. They have 2 young ones under the age of 5, so you can definitely get some more information about that. But yes, so 3 years old under the age of 3 years old on Royal. So shore excursions, yes. So make sure you research your options before you board. They will tell you if you need the activity level, if you need to know how to swim, how much walking there's going to be, if it's for someone with mobility challenges, they will tell you all of that. So make sure you check for that. Also, booking early because most of the shore excursions that are pretty popular will fill up quickly. So make sure you know exactly what you're looking for. And then being prepared, make sure you pack things that you're going to need on that excursion. If you know you have asthma or something like that, make sure you have an inhaler with you if you're going to be doing a lot of walking. If you're going to be doing a lot of walking, make sure you have good walking shoes. Make sure that you take what you need. If you're going on a Doomburger excursion, make sure you have the proper attire on. You don't want to wear your good clothes and mess those up because they ain't coming back to life. Okay, make sure you have the right thing. Hey, Sipping with Meat and I, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And yeah, so make sure you have the proper essentials when you're going on these excursions. Also, check the pricing. A lot with Royal, they will offer price increases and decreases on the excursion. And I will tell you guys, with Royal, they are very much a supply and demand cruise line. So that being said, it could be that something is very popular or there's something that's new releases, especially these cruises, and they are priced one day and then you go back and check 6 hours later and the price has increased because people are looking for that cruise. Example, Star of the Seas. If you're looking at Star right now, they do have 2 4-day cruises. They are calling showcase cruising. The prices yesterday are not the same as the prices today. So make sure you check prices often, and that's the same for short excursions. If you see a short excursion that you have booked and it is at a lower price, feel free to cancel the first one and book the second one if it's still available. Make sure you take advantage of that. Let's see. Welcome in, Sid with C, Team Reese, and Travel Yes We See. I appreciate you guys being here. We're talking all about Royal Caribbean today. All right, so tipping. Tipping is something I try not to talk about, but I feel like it's something that has to be addressed because tipping on all cruise lines, people have their own opinions about, which is completely fine. Okay. But for me, we like to prepay gratuities, and we do that because we don't want to have to worry about it when we're on the ship. And if we get good service, we do tip along the way. But you do have the option of paying your gratuities ahead of time or waiting until you're getting on the ship and adjusting them as need be, or just take them off. Some people make that decision. That's up to you. You can tip your bar staff if you want to. But all of these things that I'm saying, please note that they are included with your prepaid gratuities, but also do the research of seeing how that is split, because not all cruise lines split them the same. Not all crew members get the same amount. Okay. Room service, like we said, our cabin attendant, we definitely make sure that we tip those folks. And then your specialty dining. If you decide that you go to specialty dining or any kind of dining, if you have great service at your dining options, at your dining, paid or unpaid, make sure that you show them your appreciation, because it goes a long way. And actually doing the surveys is another way of tipping that don't cost you anything, because some of them get raises and days off based on those surveys. So make sure you take advantage of that as well. Kathy B said, I like the lay ahead of time, pay ahead of time. Yes, and that's right. Tip the crew. Let's see here. All right, so ship selections. Once again, we're talking about your ship sizes. And I talked about it a little earlier, but this is just a comparison chart that I did about the last 3 ships. Well, 3 ships in Royal. One is Wonder of the Seas, Icon of the Seas, and Oasis of the Seas. And you can kind of see the difference in sizes. So if you look at Oasis, they can carry up to 5,600 passengers max. Okay. And that's at double occupancy. Where if you go to Icon, you can get to 7,600 passengers at double occupancy. So right now, until Star, I can't remember the exact Star, but right now, Icon of the Seas is the largest ship in the world. And there is some controversy about the big ships also, because people are concerned about not only it limiting the destinations that you can get to, because some of these ships are too big to port, but also what kind of impact they are making. So Icon is going to be bigger than Star. Thank you so much. So you do, like, once again, I am a big ship girl, but for me, Icon was a little too big. That's kind of why I like Wonder. It was like the best of both worlds. So for me, it's all about what you like and how you like to cruise. So make sure you do the research on the ships that you would like to cruise on before you cruise them to see if it's the right ship for you. Thank you for 60 people being here on the YouTube side. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you guys at TikTok. I ain't forgot about you. Drop your comments. All right. So, are you ready to cruise? Okay. What are some of the things that you need to think about when you're picking your next cruise? Okay. You want to make sure it is budget friendly to you. Do not overextend yourself. Make sure you pick your cruise early enough. If you have the availability and you know that you're going to have time, schedule it. Book your cruise 12 to 18 months in advance. A lot of these cruise lines are already starting to put out into 2027 and they are filling up. Cruising is booming right now. Okay. Cruising is the way to vacation. And a lot of people are taking advantage of that. So if you are interested in cruising, I would suggest looking at some dates later out, 2026, 2027. And the reason why I'm saying it is also because it also gives you time to pay. Okay, you can take your time and paying for this. You don't have to feel rushed. You don't have to drop money right this second, and make sure that you have all your put down your deposit, make a payment plan for yourself that works for you and your family, and you can vacation in the future. And I ain't gonna say it's gonna be. It's gonna be stress free. Okay, as far as the money aspect, make sure you're packing smart. Okay, make sure you're packing smart. Once again, a lot of people. Oh, I am a classic overpacker. I'm working on it. Okay. Overpackers Anonymous over here. I need to join it. But make sure you're packing the correct way and you're packing the correct thing. Make sure you have your proper documentation. Make sure you have your IDs, your passports, your birth certificates, your visas. Make sure you're in line with any cruise line. Make sure you're in line with anything that you need to sail. And then also don't forget to take your time and create memories, because cruising does offer you the opportunity to make those lasting memories, not only with your family, your friends, your kids, your loved ones, but it's just something that you can actually do to get out there and explore and knock off bucket lists. That's for me, knocking off bucket list items. So make sure that that is also something that you do, is just take the time to sit back and create memories. um, Once again, I am a travel advisor. My travel agency is called On the Go Travel. I, along with myself, my husband, one day he's gonna start booking with me, but we're gonna get him there. If you are interested in booking a cruise, there are a few ways you can contact me. The first way is you can scan the QR code that's showing on the screen. This will take you to a interest form where you can fill out and let me know that you're interested in booking a cruise. I will get you guys the information if you would like as well. Also, you can email me at parkersonthego16@gmail.com. Give me some information in what you're looking for, and then I will get back to you within 2 business days and make sure that we can set you up on a proper sailing or get you that proper vacation. You can also check out our website, travelwiththeparkers.com/book. And that way you can kind of see what we have coming up, what kind of group cruises we have coming up, what sales are going on. And it will also give you a link to subscribe to our newsletter. With our newsletter, you will get weekly sales. You will get a once a week newsletter that will give you whatever sales are coming up with these different cruise lines. You will also get, like I said, any other cruises that we have that are focused on. We also have, if you are not aware, a girls cruise coming up. So our girls trip, ladies cruise. I'm not going to demote y'all. I am so sorry. We have a ladies cruise coming up February, right? In March. So next month, there's still cabins available if you want to join. It's a 3-day cruise on a Carnival Conquest. So a get in, get out, a little bop cruise. Okay, we here for a good time, not a long time. And it's called the Lush Cruise. Okay, Lush stand for ladies unwind, sip, and hang. And we're going to have a great time. We would love for you to join us. So if you would like to book that, please reach out with us to book that as well. And if you book within the next 7 days, I will give you $50 onboard credit. Just make sure you mention the code on the go 50, on the go 50. And that is all I have for right now. Is there any questions that anyone has or any questions that I can answer as far as Royal Caribbean is concerned or anything about cruising, I will be more than glad to answer them. Go ahead and drop your questions in the chat. Do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, he doesn't have anything. He's forcing me to take a drink. It's water, by the way. It's water. Okay. It's too early in the day. Leanne Travel said, I am definitely a overpacker. Oh, for sure, you're right. I overpack every single time. Every single time we're going to overpack. My weight limit is going to be very close to the 50 pounds.
Do you think creating a manifest for yourself as like would help with that?
For me personally,
just in general,
creating a manifest or a packing list. Yes. And a lot of people do. I just think I overpack because we always have so much that we're trying to do or take care of. As far as making sure we have equipment and stuff, it's easy to overpack. But yes, if you are not like us and you don't have to do all the extras, then yes, definitely creating a packing list will help. Midlife Thriving Official, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. So it says, which cruise line status do you think is best? I don't know. We haven't sailed all of them, and the one I will say right now that's sticking out to me is Virgin. And the reason why I say Virgin is not only do you get status quicker, but you can also they also status match up until October. And they give you more with the more bang for the buck. So for right now, for me, and it doesn't take as long. Like with Carnival and Royal, it takes a while to start building status. So for me, I think right now Virgin has the best status. Cabin categories, or is that a topic for next Monday? Specifically, like when you're booking and you see a letter or a number. Yeah, so cabin category, yeah, that's a lot because different cruise lines have different categories and how they number their cabins. So like say for instance with Carnival, they have interior and it can go from IS interior, which just means a guaranteed, all the way up to a 4J. I'm sorry, 4J. So a 4J. So which will be an interior with a picture window. Cabin categories are. It's a lot to break down, but yes, all the cabin categories mean something different. So when you're looking for a cruise, if you're looking by category, make sure you're checking along on the ship map to see where those categories are listed. So specific categories will be on different areas of the ship. So make sure you're checking on the ship map. And I think it's not cruise mappers. I'll think of it. There is a place where you can go and see the actual locations of the ship. If you don't go to the specific website, there's a website that has all the ships with all the categories and where they're located, and you can actually see pictures of the cabins. I really feel like it's cruiseshippers.com. Timmy says, I'm a heavy packer, but not an overpacker. That's my story, and I'll stick to it. You are. I have seen this in real time. Yes, you are a heavy packer. But one thing I will say about my friend is she gonna wear everything she pack. Okay, she gonna wear everything she packs. So yes, she is. Does Royal Caribbean have the best price guarantee when booking a cruise through them? I will say yes. Okay, any cruise line is going to give you the best price if you book directly through them or through their travel agent. And I will say their travel agent. If they are a registered travel agent that can book with Royal Caribbean, you're going to get the best price, not only because they're going to offer you that price first, they're also going to, you can price match a little easier with them. If you book through a third party, it's harder to do that. And then you also have to sit on the phone and wait in line for somebody. So I would suggest booking through a travel agent. That way your prices can be watched. But you're going to get the best price by booking through through that particular cruise line. Yes. I love packing lists, quite helpful. I wish I can get on the train. Even if I made myself a packing list, I don't know that I would actually use it. So yeah, I'm starting to get to the point where I have my staples, and then I know to pack those things, but I'm still going to be like, what if I want to wear that day? And that's what overthinking does for me. For example, you'll see like a 6A or 6L. Yes. So that's what I'm meaning by location. So most of the times that letter means a location on the ship, and every cabin on that category will be in specific locations. And if you go to those cruise lines, what they'll do is they'll actually highlight. If you go on their specific site, they'll highlight where those cabins are on the map, and they'll give you the list of cabins in that category. I like doing that because you can also see if it's going to be a any kind of quirks with the cabin. Is if it's a handy capable cabin, if it has a connecting room, if it has an obstructed view. If you go to the cruise line, you'll actually be able to see all of that. So go to the website and do that research. And some of the times, once you do that and then you send it to your travel agent, they can actually look for that specific cabin and book that cabin for you. Okay. Leanne said, I'm a last minute packer, so that contributes to my travel packers or overpackers anonymous. I'm gonna wait till last minute every single time. Mariah, what did you say about the girls cruise and what's the weight limit for luggage? Okay, so the girls cruise we have two right now. So one is on the Carnival Conquest. It is going to be March 7th through the 10th, is a weekend sailing, so a Friday to Monday. And that is this year. But right now there are cruise deals available. There are still cabins available, and I actually do take casino offers if you have those as well. So make sure you check in. If you're interested in that one. The second one is actually going to be on the Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady, and that's going to be next year. So you'll have some time for that. That is going to be October 22nd through the 26th. It's called Witchy Waves, of course, because it is a Halloween-themed cruise. But we would love to have you join us on either one. If you are interested, please let me know. You can email me at parkersonthego16@gmail.com, and I can go ahead and get that information to you. The weight limit is different from different airports. So it depends on the airline. So for us, the last time we cruise like Frontier or Spirit, is usually floating around 40 pounds because those are more budget airlines. If you have anything more than that, you're probably going to have to pay extra for. For more of the other airlines like Delta, American, is 50 pounds. But also I don't know if a lot of people know this, cruise lines highly suggest weight limits as well. Okay. Because those porters have to pick that luggage up and put it on the ship. So some of the cruise lines do have weight limits, which is 50 pounds, and they do have the amount of luggage you can bring on. So you do need to do that research and see if that is something that you need, because a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that that's something that these cruise lines do, is that they have weight limits and luggage limits. I'm trying a packing list for my next cruise to see how it goes. I'm an overpacker and want to mitigate that for some trips I have coming up in 2025 and 2026. Can't take all that heavy luggage. Listen, I'm right there with you. Ain't even about the trips I got coming up. It's about life. Okay. I'm just gonna overpack in general. So we are running up on the hour. If you guys have any other questions, please go ahead and drop it for me. Travel Yes We See says Spirit just changed to 50. Well, look at that. That's a blessing. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. We did not know that. Spirit just changed to 50 pounds. Thank you for that. So next week we are going to be doing another Ship to Shore live. I'm going to try to keep them on Mondays at noon. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Next week, we're going to be talking about Celebrity Cruise Line, because we are going to be going on the Celebrity Ascent on the 16th for our Reconnect at Sea couples cruise. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and prepare those for me. Or you can also email them to me, parkersonthego16@gmail.com, and I'll try to include those in the presentation, where we're talking all things celebrity next week. We'll try to do this on Mondays. If we're not here, we're going to be doing it on Tuesdays. So keep that in mind. So if we're sailing on that Monday or we're getting back, we will be here on Tuesdays. The next 4 are already scheduled out, so you can already see. But yeah, that is our ship. Yes, sir.
If they have any questions about Celebrity, email you. So
Yes.
You can
Yes. He reiterated. If you guys have any questions about celebrity, please email those to me, and I will make sure I add those in the presentation and get you that information. And if you have any questions in general, you can always email us, parkersonthego16@gmail.com. Thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you guys. I think we got up to 60, so thank you for that. Woohoo! And we will see you guys next week on Ship to Shore Live. Thank you guys. We appreciate you.